Hey, Battle Toaster, how you doing, bud? Okay, looks like there was like an 11 gigabyte update or something like that. Some ridiculousness over here. So we're waiting on that, but in the meantime, good to see you here, bud. Whew. I woke up, I think, like 2 hours ago, maybe. No, like an hour ago. So the coffee is still about to kick in. Alright, so back on the mirror dungeon grind, of course. And with that being said, I'm just going to be blowing through it. I think the last run I did is going to get rewritten because of the update and all that. It shouldn't, but it might. And I'll just rerun another burn team, so that'll work. Other than that, yeah, it's just going to be a real chill stream for today. Gosh, look at that percentage not even fucking moving very much. Damn, Limbus. Your updates go crazy, man. So yeah, now the thumb capo Mersault is out, which I'm interested in checking out. Maybe I'll pull for him right before we go into the mirror dungeon, and that'll be fun. But yeah, so midday around for me. And what time is it for you, Battle Toaster, over there in I'd assume Poland? You know what, buddy? If I can manage it, there will be raisin cheesecakes. I fucking hate them, so you can have all of them. That should be good, right? You get all my raisin cheesecakes? Oh, jeez. Wait, so I caught you like right after work. That's perfect. Hello, how do you do, Linear Rogue? I haven't seen your name around here before. Yeah, you're brand new. Hi, welcome to the tavern, bud. How's your day going, man? Or woman, or whatever you are. Man is a gender neutral thing, like dude or bro, right? Yeah, sorry, this is gonna be a little bit slow for just a bit because, update go burr, and oh my lord, is it like 11 gigs for some reason? I have no why. I have no reason to believe that it should be that large, but Steam says it, so I gotta deal with it, right? But pleasure having you here, bud. So, we're doing a mirror dungeon grinding, so I can get the full achievement thing of completionist, right? And once I get that, then I'm gonna start and actually start clearing out chapter 8. No, I haven't actually. This is the first time I've been able to play the game since he released, and I'm gonna do one pull, 110 pull for him right as it starts. So we'll hype that up real quick. But I haven't actually looked at his what do you call it? His kit yet. Look, dude, I have no fucking clue. I think it has to do with a lot of, what do you call it? A lot of updates to existing mechanics, so I think it's a lot of code, but at the same time, I have no clue. This could just be verifying files, too, because I had a little bit of a jaunt with some fucky-wucky files back, I think, 2 days ago. Also moved Fallout 4 to C drive, and if anyone knows what that means I'm going to be recording a Fallout 4 video next. So keep your eyes peeled out for that. But that won't be coming for about a month because I'm gonna take my time with it. I want to make it as good as possible, you know. But yeah, 11 gigs for a 2D game is baffling, but there are many layers to this game because it looks like they're doing that kind of, oh God, I don't know how to put it, stereoscopic? It's like what a Hollow Knight does, where certain frame rates are increased or decreased based on where they should be in your sight. Like the forefront has the most frame rate, the background has the least frame rate, and so it makes it look like you're looking through a box with a bunch of different layers on it. It's like the old Disney movies, you know, back before they were absolute dog shit. I swear to God, if they do a live remake of Fox and the Hound, I'm going to lose my absolute shit. They should never ruin that fucking movie. That was the best movie. Look at this. We're at like 76% coming up now. Oh boy. You know, it's sad that whenever you're looking at this, you're thinking, man, how many little dots are these? Or how many bars are these? Because I want to say it's like 50? Maybe? Let's see, if it gets to 80 and it ticks up, I'll take that as it's 50. Crap. Oh yeah, let's go watching a bar fill that I have no no interaction with. This is so fun. What a great start to a stream, right? Oh yeah. So how's everybody's weekend going? Everybody enjoying themselves on their break from the bullshit that is the 40-hour work week? Because I can promise you, man, I wish we would cut down on how many hours we have. We work more than medieval peasants over here, which is some bull fucking shit. We don't get as many holidays as medieval peasants, and they had to toil in the fields. This is some crazy bullshit. Oh man, come on. Get that nice and even 90, buddy. 8, 9. So it's every 3? Oh my gosh. So that means there's like 30 something over here? Wow, this is one hell of a start. You know, I might edit a timestamp for the people watching in post. Like, hey, this is whenever the game stops fucking updating because, you know, otherwise this would just take forever for people to get into the video. Oh, well, thank you very much, Linear Rogue. Sorry that you couldn't see much. Oh, well, maybe if you hang on for just a bit, because we are at 98%, so it's going to be the first thing I do. Come on, 99 and 100. Let's go. Come on. A biblically accurate angel as a pet. He would be cute. Okay, first of all, I am like 90% sure that angels do not exactly have the idea of gender. Like, the idea of gender does not apply to them. They are asexual beings. However, a biblically accurate angel would be interesting just to, like, have in the corner of a singular room, and whenever people pass by it and have that immediate existential dread, you can go, oh, no, that's just Phil. He's not hurting anyone. You know, stuff like that. Come on. There we go. Extract. And pull. Let's go. Ah, beans. And not even the new 2-star. So we do it again. And this is where my gambling addiction starts. Oh! Yes! Oh, fuck yeah! Good shit, Linear Rogue! Hell yeah, brother! Your blessing goes fucking crazy, man! Let's fucking go! Gambling! Gambling! Good shit, brothers! Oh man, that's crazy. Alright. What we got? What does the boy do? Hello, Mr. Salt. How do you do? Tiger mark round. Wow, that is a lot of passive bullshit. So, tremor and burn. Interesting. He does a lot of count for his skill 3. Trigger tremors burst tiger mark round? What the fuck is this? There's a new tremor. Alright, man. See you later, Linear Rogue. Let's go. Is that the red mist? What the fuck is going on in the chat, man? Alright, so what we do is we simply go over here and we just click this a couple times. There's no big deal, right? We're just going to click it, and then we're going to put him over here. Ooh, we get to watch. Spoiler alert, by the way, if you guys haven't gotten this one. Understand that the room may be disorderly, but I insist you sit anyway. Leather chair fills the sophisticated business. Center of it all, the child sitting with one leg over the other in an overbearingly assured manner. The room is practically decorated with mutilated bodies and disturbingly thorough splatters of blood, but he does not seem to mind one bit. I trust you would find the present state of my office acceptable. The thumb treats lessons and manners with the utmost seriousness. Yeah, I'm about to run a Burn Mirror Dungeon 5, so that's going to be great. I've heard the stories indeed, I understand your request very well. Or perhaps one might assume that this is also a prepared scene drawn with an intent. The person sitting opposite of him cannot be underestimated. She simply smiles before producing a small piece of paper, as though she were sitting in a normal average room that was not painted top to bottom with remnants of vicious violence. I did expect someone of higher station given the private one-to-one meeting request, but allow me to treat you with better manners. Seems that your station deserves as much. Apologies for my earlier effrontery, my lady. I'm willing to self-mutilate according to the thumb's rules of respect as much as you would like. The paper she had handed him seemed to have been a business card of sorts. The child gently took it from her hand and placed it in a fancy golden card holder with reverent care. Well, it is of no interest to me whether you would choose to do with yourself. Whatever you would choose. Bleh, I can't fucking read. But I understand that stopping you would also cause you some undue trouble, do as you will. Oh, actually, flesh blood can really stain the clothes, unlike dried blood. So, I would prefer you didn't engage in self-inflicted corporal punishments. I am highly impressed by your lack of concern for the rigidity of hierarchy, and your considerate behavior befitting your nobility. You are someone deserving of proper respect indeed. It's nothing compared to what I am about to ask of you. The child's words convey a deep emotional gratitude, but his tone is flat and emotionless as a stone. And the person sitting opposite him speaks words that are gentle, but it is clear that they shroud certain inscrutable intents. In this bizarre juxtaposition, the person continued to explain a plan of sorts, and by the time she was wrapping up her elaboration, even the ever-stoic child could not help but furrow his brows at an almost imperceptible angle. While it may be discourteous, this is, after all, my office. I do not believe that my subsequent request would go against reason. May I have your permission to light a cigar? I don't mind. It's obviously a very premium cigar rolled from fine leaves. It should smell fragrant enough. Okay, I'm having to assume that this is the Ishmael ID, because typically whenever you have two question marks like this, it's actually a character that you could have pulled but don't have. So I'm gonna guess that this is, in fact, the Ishmael, fucking little kid that everybody, for some reason, ships with Don Quixote. I don't quite get it. You have a good question. What's up, Battle Toaster? What's going on inside that head of yours? Thank you. I appreciate your understanding, my lady. How do I build... Alright. The problem is, I know exactly how to do that. I know how to build a nuclear reactor at home. However, I don't know how much trouble I'm going to get into if I actually, say it out loud, right? I'll give you a hint. You need a bunch of old smoke detectors, alright? And that's, I think, all I can say without, getting to legitimate legal trouble with the fucking federal government. But just from there, you should be able to, find it out, right? Remember, they have to be old smoke detectors. He trims off the tip of the cigar with a cutter, the sharp blade slicing through with ease. A smoldering, faint ember lights up at its end. Wait, this fucker has a cigar cutter / a lighter? Like, 2 in fucking 1? That's... I want that. I fucking want that. Lucky son of a bitch. The child puffs out a plume of smoke in an exhalation that was more like a deep sigh. The conversation continues. So, to summarize your offer, you would like for me to serve the role of a clan member in this family hierarch war of Hongyang on the side of the Shi family. She nods wordlessly. The child continues. And, if the next hierarch is not one from the Shi family, decapitate the hierarch to be, and plummet Hongyang into chaos. Where can I buy things to make the hardware store? Look, actually, a hardware store in Chernobyl should be able to help you out. Why do you know it in the first place? Okay, look, I know how to do quite a lot of things. I have a degree within the STEM field, and needless to say, being on iFunny allows you access to a bunch of esoteric information of all sorts. So yes, I do know how to do this because I was watching a video and it immediately just flipped around into being someone with the music. I got a Glock in my Rari while telling me how to make all sorts of illicit substances, including, but not limited to, IEDs and crystal meth. I am certain that my lady is discerning enough to understand that the ramifications of such an incident will inevitably spread beyond the political conflict between the families. Your request is that we are to become the blast of firepower, signaling the start to a wing war. Please illuminate me if my assessment is incorrect. That is not what I said. But even if such were the case, what about it? Or, don't tell me, is this too much for your organization to handle? The child waits a moment before inhaling deeply from his cigar. Puff. In that brief moment, the child most likely completed any and all calculations and simulations of what this situation entailed. I am not the reason. There is a reason, but I can't say it on YouTube because jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams, but thermite does. Your higher placement on the hierarchy does not grant you the right to say to my face whatever comes to your mind. There is no such thing as too much for the thumb. Your statement has room to be interpreted as an expression of disrespect to the syndicate itself. And to do so would be to disrespect the esteemed underboss, meaning to punish you would not go against the tenets of our organization. I will now present before you an opportunity to claim that that my interpretation was but a misunderstanding. Of course, it was but a simple misunderstanding. Jesse, we need to cook. Thank you, Battle Toaster. Much appreciated. The child seems to have won this bout of subtle yet palpable psychological warfare. He managed to make the opponent's eyelids flinch for the first time. Very well, then I will understand your proposition in a more literal manner. Then, please, allow me to inquire about your preparation for the task at hand. Yeah, I got him on the second 10 pull. Also, hey witch, how you doing? And the child did not let this brief moment of weakness pass. Biting lightly onto his cigar, the child rose from his seat and grabbed a fistful of ammunition from his belt, and placed them on the table between them. We call them Tiger Mark rounds. Moon runes. The city makes it rather difficult to make a liberal use of ammunition, but these are quite special, even among them. Not to mention the cost for my subordinate's propellant ammo. In addition, I must also ask if you are really prepared to pay the price of letting me loose. Be assured, however, that once we are committed to a mission, we do make liberal use of ammunition. Take this into your consideration. Do you really think that the Shi family, one of the 4 great houses, has such a thing as monetary concerns? That is not the concern I am speaking of. My concern is about how you, someone who's not even from the Shi family, can mobilize such a significant amount of capital. Yeah, moon runes. Typically whenever I see characters in like kanji or something like that that I don't quite understand, I call them moon runes because it's just funny to say it like that. I mean, either that or they're speaking enchanting table. Take your fucking pick, right? Phew, doesn't my business card clearly state the name of the Shi family? It takes more than sitting around to earn the title of a capo. Well, okay, but what of it? Must I actually be a part of the family to meddle in their affairs? I am sure you, of all people, should know. Ah, that blade has been forged in a rather fancy podao, hasn't it? We will take the contract. Oh my, that's good news. I will send my underlings to share further details at a later date. Let us part this meeting for now. The child had clearly won that invisible fight, so what was it that turned the tables on him so easily? It is no surprise, of course. No one could have expected she knew so much about the child, even down to his deepest secrets. Once the guests left, the office was silent again, save for the sound of the child exhaling plumes upon plumes of smoke at a uniform interval. She knows the origin of the Tiantui Star's blade. Then is she also a Pinky? No, it's possible that someone of her station could have heard hints or vague tales about the Pinky. It doesn't matter. If someone is this close by, I suppose I shall encounter them when the stigma burns hot. Wait a fucking second. Is this dude from the Dawn office? Because I know the Dawn office have blades that, burn, and it's called a stigma. Either that or it's a callback, you know? I don't quite understand either way, because I haven't played through Chapter 8, but that screams out Dawn Office to me. The Pinky cannot help but summon only those who are nearby. Besides, this is good work for the Thumb, and reasonable. More than anything, however, I think this will be fun. What a rare sense of anticipation. With clear, high-pitched noise of clinking metal, the spent bullet casings popped out of the child's blade. And a few seconds later, he lands. 18 Tiger Mark rounds spent. The child sweeps his belt and contemplates. Contemplating if he should use the Savage Tiger Mark rounds, the powers of which are greater than the Tiger Mark rounds. Of course, simply changing to a different type of ammunition doesn't immediately make him stronger. The power of the Tuantui's Star Blade comes from the user and his judgment call on when he must use which bullet. The Jianlan guards, so much for the protectors of the noble Jia family. They made for quite the disappointing task. The child probably didn't even have to use the Tiger Mark rounds to defeat them. But he reloaded the blade with Savage Tiger Mark rounds anyways. If this is all the fun they have to offer, I suppose I must find entertainment in the freedom of getting to swing this blade with abandon. The cost of his ammunition was coming from the client's pocket anyway. He would rather choose excitement over frugality. For the sum that the client bought, the foes I have faced thus far have been so tasteless. Perhaps she miscalculated. If she did not, then something stops the child. He looks toward the sound of footsteps approaching from a distance. The approaching footsteps belonged to a rather large group. The child instinctively sensed that this was the moment he was hired for. Ah, they were running late. Does the child know, one wonders? The ennui drove me to relish this dance, but for a moment. That unbeknownst to him, his lips were twisted into a grin. Fucking based. Mersault's great. Love this dude. I don't think he can beat Gregor or Heathcliff in my mind, just as a character, but we also haven't had his canto, so we don't get to exactly see what makes him tick, right? And that's up tie 4. Clickety clackety. Level up. Do I have a level boost ticket? No. Alright. Oh. Okay, we're gonna get him up to level 53. Get out of here. Go real quick and do some, you know, a little bit of luxcavation. I need to clear 820. Alright. Okay, let's bust out the bow. There we go. And that's a level 55, up tie 4. Perfect. Alright, let's beat some ass with this. Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna halt exploration. Give up rewards, yes. What's your question, Battle Toaster? What's going on? Ooh, locked to 5. That's fucking tasty right there. All right. There we go. This some. Okay. Let's just say this. I've got like 13 more mirror dungeons. If we get through all of them today, and we get back to Burn, I will do a thumb solo. But fuck, am I gonna actually have to read on what's going on? Okay, these are all kind of trash, so I'm gonna refresh. That's gonna be the best one so far. Yep, that'll work. And I want this one, because it gives instantaneous gratification and instantaneous boost to coin powers. Alright. Okay, we gamba. Oh, fuck, we gambed. Yep, everyone takes 25 HP damage, which is fine. Please. Yes! I should be able to... cut the cape. Man, they don't have something where we fight this guy yet? Well, I guess they don't have a second one for you to obtain, huh? Alright. Okay. Now, I actually should probably read what his skills deal in damage. Alright. / blunt. Interesting. Did somebody say gamble? Yeah, I did say gamble earlier. We're gonna go with her. So we're going Otis, Mersault, because I want to see what he does. Then Don Quixote. Then Fire Fist. Then Liu. And then Dawn Office. And from there, I'm gonna put these two, her. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. Let's fuck some shit up. This'll be interesting. Who buy? Alright. Obviously, win rate button go burr. You know. Ooh. Instantaneous use of magic bullet fire. That's a bit scary, honestly. This is sad. I cannot, for the life of me, see where the hell Mersault is at in all of that. But, it'll work. Oh, he's right here. He's right here. Yep. Here we are. So, how is everyone's day going? I know Battle Toaster said he had a good day, which is good to hear. You know, for lack of a better term other than fucking good, right? But use his counter skill real quick. You know what? I will. As soon as I see if you're trying to make me kill him. For every power, Tiger Mark round is at 0. Clash power +2. Okay, he's not gonna die. He's not gonna die. All right, I'll help you out there. And if he dies because of this, I'm gonna laugh my ass off and call you a bitch. All right, where's the boy? Oh. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, Fire Fist. I love this Gregor ID. It's the first, like... Oh, fucking hell. Moon runes out the ass. Oh, the moon runes distracted me. I couldn't see the counter. Oh. Oh. Oh, he gets a buff after using his... Why does this motherfucker look like Bully Maguire? Why does it look like he's about to start, like, clapping and fucking walking down an aisle to some fucking music? You gonna cry looking ass, motherfucker? Oh, what the... That's some red fucking coins right there. Oh, oh. Now the question is that the red mist? Holy fucking shit, brother. He whooped their ass. Alright. Ooh, homework. Perfect. Instantaneous buy for me. Milepost of survival also helps. Selling gifts. We could sell that and that. Those would be fine. However, I do want to see if we can find a burn. Ego gift. Oh, fuck me sideways. 201, 208. Oh, wait. I get the first one for extra, right? Yep. Then we sell for this. And then we sell for this. There we go. That should give us enough money to afford both of these. See, look at that. That's math. No, I'm not. You're in fact the antithesis of a bitch. There you go. That's what you are on my channel. Damn it, Battle Toaster. The moon runes are getting to me, man. You know what? No. Battle Toaster wants to pull this shit. Let's go to Google Translate. And paste. Our ship sailed. This looks like a Polish. Oh my lord. I think this is a Polish. What do you call it? Is this a Polish story? It's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Warm blood will flow in streams. The one who holds the ship will win. In the roar of the cannon, someone will cover himself with waves. God willing, we will save the brig. I'm sorry. Quick question. This is a shanty. Based as fuck. Good shit, Battle Toaster. I thought you were, like, somehow quoting a Polish version of Moby Dick for a second, and I was just like, that would have been hilarious. Oh! Holy fuck, what is this? That was fucking cool. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but that shit was cool. Ah, man, Don Quixote. I don't know why I like the Critura, you know, but I do like the Critura. Did we just find about... Oh, we found out about that yesterday, and frankly, I am so fucking tired of being involved in other people's wars. Not that I've actually gone to the war, but I'm really tired of our, you know, young men being put to the fucking chopping block just because of it. The tremor actually deals damage based on the burn on their, on them. So, if I remember correctly, it's like tremor count divided by 2 times something. There's fucking math out the ass in this game. Alright, what we got? That's actually pretty good. That's insane. I think I'm gonna go with this one. But let me look real quick. Once we get into an area where we can. Skill. Where is it? Skill 2? No, skill 3 has it. It's tremor amplitude conversion to tremor scorch. On tremor burst, take wrath damage equal to sum of tremor and burn potency divided by 2, and lose 1 burn count. When hit by skills that trigger tremor burst, raise this unit's stagger threshold by the effect's potency. In turn, reduce the count by 1. Interacts the same as normal tremor. Hey S7, how you doing, bud? I mean, frankly, I don't play this game very often, and I have an assload of fucking lunacy saved up, right? So I am waiting for the next Walpurgisnacht, because once I do that, your boy is rolling in the rolls. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I've had a Walpurgisnacht since... Oh, fuck. Since, I think... Otis. The Bullet Otis that I've missed. I'm doing well. I have a cup of coffee in me. I'm having a great stream. Good people, good conversation, fun game, mind you. And so everything's going, like, everything's coming up Millhouse. Everything feels good. Alright, Prejudice, let's go, based. Yeah, learned yesterday that apparently declaring war on Iran or some shit like that. I am so tired of fucking America being world police. The funniest thing about this Walpurgisnacht is I keep getting bigger and bigger dawn. I'm sorry. What do you mean by bigger and bigger? I have a sinking feeling I know what you mean by bigger and bigger. But I'm terrified, right? Are they disproportionately making La Critura, you know, thick? Because if so, that's not the point of La Critura. Also, Don Quixote is based. No. God damn it. God dang. Why they gotta make the small big, alright? Like, I think I stand for every man when I say small titty, big titty. Titty is titty. And titty is good, damn it. Do I actually want a Tremor ego gift? Actually, no. This will be so fun with the actual piece of relation. You know what? I understand, unfortunately, what you mean, Red Mist. Oh man, that makes me sad. That makes me incredibly sad on so many levels. Ooh, Gregor, I will just give you another Fire Fist because I love watching that skill go. You? Oh, yeah. Tangle Cleaver, easy. Do we have... Ooh, Prestige card? Let's go. That'll help. Burn Ego Gifts, anyone? One's like the worst burn Ego Gift. What the fuck, game? Still gonna buy it, but like, damn. Nothing better? Okay, there, and there? Yeah, that should do. Yeah! Alright. Now we need melted parafilm, the book, and the disc. There we go. You know what's sad? I am absolutely going to go back and put through Google Translate everything Battle Toaster is saying, because from what I've read in Google Translate, it's an actual interesting, you know, shanty. I plan on using his counter skill a hell of a lot more once it actually gets to the point of being challenging, right? So maybe around like floor 5. Wow, I hate saying that because it's just, yeah, MD5H is just very easy, but at the same time, I mean, most mirror dungeons are in fact easy. Oh my gosh, such a cool fucking skill. Which one of these am I going to win? I prefer lower base skill. Right. And that can go there. Unless that also... Nope, this'll win. That should do it. MD10 makes me... You want to know what's funny? The first time I got through MD10, I think it was on a... It was on my favorite team, which is Sinking. Because Sinking just has so much synergy, right? And it got to the point where I was only fighting... I was only fighting people who had sanity. So all of that extra damage was just wasted until I actually got the item that helps with that. But it was interesting. Definitely. Because the first turn sucked ass, but after the first turn, they were basically crippled into nothing. Yep, that'll do. Alright, there's melted parafilm, but there is the disc, which I prioritize higher. MD floor 10, huh? You know what's funny? After I got through the challenges for going all the way to floor 10 or whatnot, I didn't do any more of it. It just wasn't that interesting to me to carry on the runs, right? And I feel bad about that, because Mirror Dungeon is, in my opinion, one of the more fun parts of this game. It's the replayability factor. And it allows you to just basically feel like a god, right? Yeah, exactly. Oh, your egos aren't up tie 4? Rip. Get fucked. What was I looking up earlier? Oh, that's what I was looking up. So, what is the Walpurgis Nacht? Identities. So I need to look that up. Gosh, it's too easy. It's just that shrimple. You press the win rate button and you fucking win. It's just that easy. Maybe I should look on Steam. Steam should have the newest information on that. Library. Limbus Company. Game info. Latest news. There we go. Look at this. Burn is one of my favorite status effects just due to the sheer damage output it does, right? And it's so easy to keep up the count. Nothing's been released on the Steam page about Walpurgis Nacht. Yeah, it's all fun and games until Otis aims at the sinners, in which case they take a decent bit of damage and, you know... I've never had them actually die from the, from that skill. I have absolutely had people die from, Fell Bullet. Fell Bullet Yi-Song is so fun to use, because you're like, well, they're gonna die anyways. Might as well, you know, put them out of their misery. Making the call, right? And when you do that, you get a bunch of damage. All good, all good. Thanks for tuning in, S7. But yeah. There's a lot of fuck shit going on with current events now that I'm thinking. We're getting Starlight back. Okay. So Starlight will no longer be just the starting stuff, right? It's going to be a separate currency that you can use for like rolls and stuff like that. I think my biggest issue with Mirror Dungeon is, yeah, you're using optimal stuff all the time if you really want to get into it. But I think that there should be more ego gifts that boost multiple different things, like charge and tremor or charge and whatever the hell. That way you can actually have things like, say, Mersault over here. Mersault over here works with tremor and burn. It would be interesting to see more and more characters where they're doubling up on it, maybe not being the best at that one archetype, but being able to do both. I know Charge and Bleed would work really well in Rhino Mersault. I have not played Ultra Kill yet. However, I did have a request to speedrun Ultra Kill by getting all F ranks. Or D ranks. Whatever the lowest rank is, I have to get that every mission, and I'm going to have to speedrun it. And it'll be the blind playthrough of the speedrun, because I've never played Ultra Kill. So I thought that would be an interesting idea, right? And there's melted parafilm. Okay. Use what we got, So, melted parafilm, if I can find it. Just bought it. I'm an idiot. Alright, there we go. And we're about to get the disc, so that'll work. And we fuse this, and... Ooh, it's rough. Let's see if there's a 2. Yep, I can buy a 2. And so what we will do is go to burn this, and this. Okay, that's still level 2. Damn. I just wasted money. Nah, that's fine. Let's enhance a couple things. And Helterfly. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Going into the next boss. Which is something. I mean, it doesn't matter what type of boss it is. It's going to get fucking murked, right? Oh, this bitch. You want to see what I can't see your passive? You know, the passive that removes burn and bleed? Fuck you, Cromer. Fuck you. Whatever. Get your shit rocked. The cute final power, clash power, coin power, and 6+6 offense level up ego gift selection. True. Thankfully, there aren't very many Pierce. Hey, no. I've never played Ultra Kill. Do you understand how much time that would take for me to actually get good at the game? It's not like Dark Souls or Elden Ring where I just am naturally good at that type of game. It is a hack and slash where I'm having to pay attention to everything while balancing the insane level of ADD that I currently have. It's not pleasant, I'm gonna say that, but I can absolutely D-rank everything. I can be dog shit at the game, that's easy. I say that, but honestly, I don't know what criteria goes into actually getting the lowest rank in Ultra Kill. Gosh, the second part of this song is so good. The World of Dark, like, let's see here. Yes, the orchestra, just everything about this just screams fucking great, right? Millie is great. I love her. I've loved her since I heard the Goblin Slayer intro. And I didn't even know she was Millie at that point. Fucking, beautiful. Alright, murder. So, what is everyone's favorite Millie song from this game? Oh, and Cromer's dead. You know what's the biggest thing that I want them to do? I want them to be able to put it so that you can change whatever theme music, like this music, you can change it to whatever you want. That would be the best version of any update that we could get, right? Alright, alright. One butter. Look, I would say that's a great deal. I would, truly. But you have currently overinflated or overdeflated the quantities of butter. Like, you just constantly say butter. So you need to stop saying butter as much, and then maybe butter will be more valuable. Patches of violet. You know what's funny? That is probably one of my least favorite ones. I don't know why. Maybe the style. Maybe it's the style of Patches of Violet, right? That's driving me, like, away from it. In this one, oh yeah, it's Compass. Compass is fucking fantastic. I love everything that song stands for, right? And also, it's still a rough choice between Kanto 7 and Kanto 5 for me. Because I love Ishmael, I love Moby Dick, but I also love Don Quixote, and the entire game just You want to sit there and feel something? Go ahead and play this game. This shit is so well done. But fucking hell, I cannot stress enough. Please, for the love of God, read! Look, just imagine I said it exactly as Uncle Ruckus in that one scene from Boondocks. Read! Read! Because that's what makes this game fucking beautiful. Is once you start reading, you start realizing, oh my gosh, they have so much to offer. Oh man, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I haven't listened to the new song in Kanto 8 yet. Fucking, of course, fucking rules of the backstreets, hurt-a-dur-dur. And we do it again. Come on, just burn yourself. I actually have seen the Kanto 8 song pop up on my YouTube recommended, and I have still refused to watch it because I want to experience it for the first time. I got spoiled with, what is it? I got spoiled with Hero before it was out, and I was like, oh hey, it's a Millie song. And then it clicked on me, like, it dawned on me halfway through. I was like, wait a second, why in the fuck is there a Millie song? Can you get some black olives? Actually, yes, I love olives. Black olives, green olives. I don't know, I think I love the brine that it has. Like, the salt and pickling method of olives is fucking amazing. Ah, right. Oh, wow. That's a lot of sinking. Now, I know a lot of people don't like olives, but I will fuck up a muffalata. Muffalatas are probably one of my favorite fucking foods. Because they have olive salad, they have ham, and they have Swiss cheese. Oh, that's such a shame. And especially since your name is that the Red Mist, I assume you're a huge fan of Library of Ruina, right? So, I couldn't get into the previous games. I could only get into this game, because this game has gameplay that I enjoy. I don't like area sims, like area management sims. I also really do not like the sheer RNG that Library of Ruina comes with. Right? I don't have the time for that, and I feel bad, but I have watched through all of it. So, I am heavily invested into the lore of this universe, but this is the first game I've been able to play, which is why I feel okay buying all these battle passes. See, it was between Library of Ruina or Lobotomy Company. Wait, Lobotomy Corporation. Oh my lord. Brain is not fully here. But, yeah, this is the first game that I've been able to play from Project Moon, because I enjoy the gameplay. So I feel good paying for the battle passes for the first time. And I basically see it as, oh yeah, they've provided me entertainment for how many years now? It's about damn time I actually start fucking paying back into it, right? It's only fair. Lobotomy Company, yeah, fuck off. Can you get some black olives? Yes, you can. For the low price of like an arm and a leg at any fucking grocer. Very simple. Alright. And bleed lineage. So I need pride. And there we go. That's why I kept her up. Beautiful. Black Ledger. Mist is... Okay, bleed, poise. Pride and wrath. So I'm gonna go with pride. And hope that this... Oh, I have a 50-50. A 50-fucking-50. Alright. And the gamble played off. Perfect. Whew. Well, it's not 50-50. It's quite like 70-30. Ooh, another Gregor skill replace. Don't mind if I do. Let's see. I'm going to buy this because if I get Nebulizer, that's an instantaneous 1 power-up at all times. Let's see. Nope. Can I get a burn? No, I cannot. But I can get a Book of Vengeance. Sure, you know what? That's fine. Use gifts. Let me get a burn. And finally, we should be able to get this up and rolling. Wrong. So we have this. Where is it this? And then this? There we go. And then we have Flames, the book, and where is that bitch-ass motherfucker, Kermit the Frog? Huh? Am I stupid? Am I missing? Oh my gosh, we don't have it. Oh my gosh, we don't. There you go. Okay, so I'm gonna re-roll for burn, and hopefully... Can I find it? Can I find it? Nope, but I can find Nebulizer, which I will take. So there we are. Enhance it. Actually, let's enhance this because that's quite useful. Alright. Now here we go. Fire. Yes, literally. That is what we are aiming for. Give me a second. My father just texted me. Okay. Well, let's get this show on the road. And... murder. Yeah, I know, right? It's so weird to me that Nebulizer is so huge for almost every fucking team, right? H. Let's see here. Share contact. I'm doing a thing, so don't worry about it. There we go. True, everyone has crits now. Yeah, I know. Crits? I like that crits don't deal as much damage as they would in other games, like 200-something%, unless you have that tier 4 ego gift. But at the same time, I don't know, maybe because the poise hasn't been around like properly since the yield my bones to claim their yield my flesh to claim their bones. If since poise hasn't been around properly since then, it just doesn't feel as useful to go with it, right? It just feels wrong somehow. It like there's not enough benefits to it for me to honestly say, oh yeah, I'm gonna run poise. Hoo boy. Let's see, what do we have? None of these should be burn anymore, frankly. Except for maybe getting the burn for... Oh! Be still my beating heart. Let's go. LCB checkup? Hell yeah? He's about to murder some shit. Yeah, exactly. Everyone wants the full stop are really fun, right? I love the full stop duo because they operate off of the ammunition system, where one gets a huge benefit from the other disappearing due to the ammunition system. But also, what's it called? Hung Lu doesn't have the issue of, oh man, I ran out of ammunition, I'm completely fucking useless now. He still kicks ass, don't get me wrong. But definitely you want him paired with Heathcliff, and you want Heathcliff to run out of ammo pretty fucking fast. Which is an interesting take, right? You normally want to conserve your ammunition. You want to make ammunition better, right? You want to save it for, oh hey, big burst, big going for the bullseye, or the ulterior logic round. But honestly, I just find that it's easier just to say, blow all your fucking ammunition and have Hung Lu do all your goddamn work. Right? That's incredibly fun to me. I like the distinction between it all, you know? Oh man, it's so fun just blasting through these idiots. Because they're weak to wrath damage. Now, you know what? An underrated song. Or maybe it's not underrated, I don't quite know the community's idea on it. But I am a huge fan of the Barbers theme music, because I'm a huge fan of electro swing, let's be real. Electro swing is my fucking shit. I've been into it since like middle school and no one else had heard of it. If with friends out of ammo, Hung Lu gains another coin, which is absolutely ridiculous. He's now the main damage. Yeah, exactly. What is your guesses about magical? Oh my fucking god! Did they make a Queen of Hate Don Quixote? Is that what it is? I've been hearing about it all day, and I haven't kept up with the the Project Moon. What do you call it? I haven't kept up with the Project Moon YouTube. So if it's fucking Queen of Hatred Don Quixote, oh lord. Actually, let me look this up on YouTube, in fact. Project videos. Oh, is this leaked and not released properly? Is that what's going on here? Because I'm not seeing anything on the Project Moon, you know, official YouTube channel. Or is it the Ham? No, that's Library of Runa reverberation theme. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on the official. Is this a leaked information thing? Queen of Hatred, Don Quixote, Kim Ji-hoon. Oh, that's why. I don't watch Kim Ji-hoon's live streams. I really think I should, but, you know, I prefer to, like, I watch Esku, right? Great YouTuber, by the way. Highly recommend him. But I watch him, and he gives a breakdown. I don't have the time to watch the full, you know, streams. I've got a full-time job, and I'm trying to do YouTube, you know? So once he condenses it down to like a 10 or 15 minute video, yeah, I'm absolutely gonna go for it. However, I can't tell. I don't think it's gonna be a burn ID, right? It doesn't feel like a burn ID. I can tell it's going to have a Wrath skill 3, just off rip. I feel like that would work really well with the Queen of Hatred thing. But can't quite tell what it's going to be. Wrath typically goes with burn, but Queen of Hatred doesn't feel like a burn ID. I don't know. Maybe it's a special one, like what do you call it? Sin affinities, or at least damage types. Yes. I am tired of seeing only Pierce Dawns, right? It feels wrong to me to have Dawn only do Pierce. Alright, see you, Battle Toaster. I will be translating all of those fucking things you put in chat, alright? Night of Despair since... Oh, hell yes. I enjoy Night of Despair. The story really kind of makes you think, right? Okay, no. And I doubt we're gonna have any more burns. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Isung, I will take the flow of the sword. However, it is time for us to become gods. And... boop! And just like that, we have it, Soothe the Dead. Now, I do need to combine a tier 4. Alright, I need another tier 4, in fact. I don't plan on having anyone die. I can... I'm never gonna have Gloom. Yes, it in fact does make you really want to lament, mourn, and despair. And there it is. That's the kicker. That is the absolute win button that I was looking for. Perfect. Now, we can close out of this. We go over here, and fuck everything else. This is the most important thing in our life now. We will sell one of these. This is completely useless. Enhance gift. You. Perfect. Perfect. 120 for that. Which is fine by me. I should have a couple of things I can sell. You can be sold. And you can be sold. Because we already have Homeward. And there we go. And just like that, we are gods among men. Simple as. Glimpse of Flame is fucking bullshit, and I love it. Glimpse of Flame is so unbelievably fun. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Now you see him. And once this turn is over, I have a feeling that that man will disappear. Like a father in a certain neighborhood. Ooh, that shield. That's a shame. Oh wow, that didn't actually just kill him. That's impressive. Anyways. Goodbye. Simple as. Please, just let him be the real kicker here. Just based for assault. Using bullets, American after my own heart. Beautiful. Yes, I will enter parallel superposition. However, since you know what I wish? I wish they would actually, you know, give you benefits for going all the way to floor 10, right? Because right now, I'm done. There is no reason to go to floor 10. Like, it's the same EXP no matter where you are after floor 5. Yeah, and typically, whenever I first fought him, I thought the shield passive was the worst thing that he could do, right? I am absolutely wrong. That poise passive, if you get rid of that, or if you decrease that, he becomes neutered, by all means. Alright. Well, that being that, you know what's funny? See that? 2 10 pulls. 2 10 pulls. And I got Mersault. You know what I didn't fucking get? Sinclair. I didn't fucking get Sinclair out of that. Oh wait, this is a 3-star. Wait, why did I think this was a 2-star? Well, this interaction has given me an itch in the back of my throat that only a 12 gauge can scratch, but onwards and forwards. Next, what are we doing? So burn is done. Is it rupture next? No. Is it poise? No. Close, but not. Tremor. There we go. This is one of my favorite Ishmael IDs. Ooh. So it's another one of those, you want to pair them together, but you have the opportunity cost of not using Dawn off of Sinclair, right? I feel like it's just objectively worse to not have Dawn off of Sinclair, due to the poise, the burn count spread that he gives. Either way, it is time for Tremor. Tremor, you. I don't like these. The only effects only apply to 1 or 2 deployed identities. I do not like this. It makes me very mad that it is not applying to my entire team. Right? My favorite kind of gun I have one, and it is my favorite thing in this world, in the terms of, firearms. It is a Remington over-under Woodstock crack barrel. And it is a beautiful piece of weaponry, as well as it is the best gun I have found for hunting ducks, right? And that, I will have to say, is my favorite because I have such an attachment to it. Alright, what are we doing? I like this one the most. These two can combine, but I like the Biovenom Vial the most. Right, hitting with a skill. That takes care of our issues with healing. At least a little bit. Oh, hey. Dumbass. Big ass terminal bitch. I'm also always going to be a fan of shotguns over most types of weaponry, due to the fact that aiming is easier. I like the high intensity, like, get on with it and blast them, right? That is my favorite type of engagement. Expand. Nope. You. There we go. Actually, yeah, that's the Mersault. That is Mr. Salt's two things that he needs. Okay, come on. No. Oh. We gamba. Just like that. The coin flips. Yeah. Let's go, you hag. With enough fire, you can even restart a dying star. Sweet lord. The objective horny. See, but, okay, look. Form matches how I think, right? I'm sure everyone has noticed that, the avatar I use for my channel is not, some skinny bartender dude, oh, hey, how you doing, yada, yada, yada. No. I am built like a fucking wall. I am built like a rectangle. I'm not going to lie to you shitbags. I'm not going to lie to y'all and put my fucking character as like a skinny twink. No. I am a fucking beefcake in real life. So you guys get a beefcake of a fucking avatar too. And you know what the plan is? The more I start working out, and the more defined my muscle is, the more the avatar will change to have that defined muscle. Yeah, we are ready to get Tremor Burst together. Ooh. This is perfect. He's gonna get a -2 to defense. But it's only at the start of a turn, which I don't think he's gonna last that long. I also do have a question. Would you guys be interested in having like the avatar in like either the bottom left or bottom right corner whenever I'm playing games on a stream? I know it's the whole VTuber, haha, look at me, I've got a virtual avatar. But I know some people enjoy seeing that rather than just commentary all the time. So I wanted to, poll you guys on that issue. Because I like the idea of it. It gives it more personality, Where shoot is... Full stop. Okay, Full Stop Heathcliff is one of my favorites because he has high rolling 1-coin skills. That makes sense with a sniper, right? Either you hit it or you're fucked. And I feel like that's a great way of writing a sniper. Notice that every time someone else uses a sniper, I think, which is one with, Miss Otis using the sniper for her der Freischütz. Der Freischütz ID. It is a one coin skill. That is fair. You know what the issue is, Red Mist? I don't know how to fucking do that. I'd have to genuinely look that up because, I don't know if any of you guys know this. I think... Let's see. Next... So July 8th will mark 2 months of my channel being active. I am a very new YouTuber to this. I don't know what the fuck I am doing at any given point in time. So I would have to look it up. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do some Limbus Company shorts, talking about the different characters in Limbus Company. That would actually work out a lot, because I'm getting close to the quote-unquote end of the Warhammer short series. She uses, a musket, which is basically a non-bore sniper rifle. Because holy shit, is it a bitch to aim a fucking musket. Like, you don't know where that fucking thing's gonna go because it has no rifling to spin the projectile and keep it in place. So essentially, musketing is sniping, but for, you know, Middle Ages. But, you know, I don't know how much you can call it a sniper if your bullet's always going to hit your targets, right? Indeed, she is a veteran. But at the same time, that requires a hell of a lot of skill. As we saw in the lineup, you know, she's stronger than fucking Ryoshu, which is a bit fucking insane considering we saw exactly what Ryoshu can do in Kanto 8's beginning. Like, just how fucking talented Ryoshu is as the sword master she is. And fucking Otis is stronger? Only after fucking Don Quixote, because, you know, Don Quixote is a goddamn second blood fiend, and now the fucking matriarch? Isn't she now the matriarch of that family? I wonder how that's gonna work out. Huh. That'll be interesting to see where they develop that. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Alright, fine, whatever. You can't do fucking damage to her. She's a tank. Okay, I love tank IDs. Know what I wish tank IDs did more? Low damage, high status input. Right? If tank IDs did, like, almost fuck all damage, but applied, like, 20 fucking count of whatever the hell they were going for, I would fucking love them so much. Obviously, you know, it's 20 fucking count, yada yada yada. Just a lot of count, like 4 or 5 per hit would be insane. Hey, don't talk fucking bad about her. She's a damn good ID. I just haven't been using her fucking defense skill because I don't give a shit. Now, Sloshing Ishmael, you might have a fucking thing on that. Yeah, Sloshing Ishmael sucks donkey dick. Bad fucking ID. Just at a base. But that's not a hot take. If anything, that is maybe lukewarm on the best day. Alright, what we got? Let's go to Tremor here. Ooh, baby. Yeah, we's gonna take all this. And I prefer metallic ringing because it doesn't consume tremor, it gains tremor. Okay, next is Burial Curse. Who is the number 6 ID here? Number 6 is, in fact, Otis. So I will absolutely do that. Perfect. Can I sell something? Can I fuse something? I think I can fuse together a couple of these into a tremor gift if I can manage it. You. Now I could choose that, but I am going to choose this. Oh, that is so rough. Oh, you don't say. Well, there we go. Should have sharded for LCE. Oh man, that is rough too. I do like LCE Faust. The issue is I as you can tell, win rate button go burr with me. When I'm playing Mirror Dungeon, it's just typically I'm watching a YouTube video or something while doing this. But whenever it comes down to it, it just I don't pay attention. So every once in a while I'll see her explode and I'll be like, ah, beans. I just let that happen, didn't I? And you know, I just kind of have to live with that or restart, and I'm not a big fan of that. As you can tell, I put her in like 7th or 8th place. Whenever I did the, whenever I did the burn run. But IDs that can kill themselves are interesting. Don't get me wrong. Solemn Lament. Solemn Lament. Oh, yes, yes. Very fun if you get enough... if you can get enough, sinking on them to just get all the coin rerolls, it definitely works out, right? You know what? I don't know how to put this, but Contempt All Ryoshu is interesting. I just don't use her very often. But mostly that's because I don't tend to use her on bleed teams. Because I use her support passive. I know I have the LC... I have the Lobotomy Corporation ego for her. I just don't use it, you know? Maybe it's because I don't have it upgraded. I wonder if that's the case here. If that's the case, I mean, I can remedy that easy, and then I'll just put her on the bleed team and go, oh, hey, here she is, right? But typically, I just don't. I don't know why. It's just not something I do. So what is everyone's favorite ego skill, right? I try not to use ego a lot, except for in mainline content where it feels like sometimes you are forced to use ego, right? Let's just go through the base egos that I love. The base egos that I love. Heathcliff, Body Sack. Oh my gosh, such a cool animation. Love the reference. Obviously, literary references get my brain going. Brrr. But whenever it comes down to other ones, Sangre de Sancho is interesting for lore implications, but I don't use it ever because I just prefer to use fucking anything else. Let's see. There's a bell. I think we're going for the bell. Yisung. Yisung's fucking base ego skill is fantastic. I love the haste boost. I love the the offense level down. Or not offense level, but like attack down on the enemy. It's so nice if he's moving first. Oh yeah. We're taking a momentary break and then we're gonna get closer, you know? Surely nothing can happen wrong. My least favorite by a mile is absolutely Sinclair's base ego. Sinclair's base ego is dog shit beyond comprehension. I do not like his base ego of severing the shit. Because you roll heads, you get minus SP. Okay, and if you roll negative, you get less clash power and all that shit. As well as you just get like a flimsy bonus of, I think, rupture, right? Or you get your sanity back. It feels bass-ackwards to me. Another one I really enjoy is Ishmael's Snag Harpoon. And of course, you can't forget Representation Emitter Faust, the original, you know, Fluid Sac before Fluid Sac just broke everything. Yes, I will say 4th Match Flame Ryoshu is fantastic. Huh, wow, really? There are more base egos that I enjoy than I dislike. Like, Hung Lu's is fantastic because he gets SP regen off of it. Give me just 1 second. I'm gonna go mute for just a bit.
목표 위치로 돌격 중.
위에서 당신을 관리자로 정한 데에는 합당한 이유가 있겠지. 기대하고 있겠습니다, 단테.
최선의 방어를.
직접 싸워보질 않아서 그게 효과적일 것이라고 생각했나? 관리자의 전투 교육도 위에 제시해야 할 수 있겠어.
조심하랬지?
나라도 그렇게 했을 테지. 그만하면 훌륭하군요.
무얼 잘못했는지 아는 것부터가 시작이랬어. 대성공이야. 다른 신나. 노래 부를까?
얼간이들이 흥겨워하는군. 대체로 저럴 때는 이유가 있는 법입니다. 이유를 잡아 쫓아보시죠.
한바탕 해볼까? 아직 징수할 필요네. 대상 사망. 진행 불가. 대범의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데. 제압을 준비합니다.
적들이 뭔가
위험을
기분이
발견.
좋아 보이는 것 같아. 칼은 기분 나빠. 대성공이야. 칼은 신나. 노래 부를까? 우와, 칼은도 깜짝.
탈출 개체 확인.
승객이 땅콩 한 번 먹을 수 없어.
대상 사망.
지금이라도 망했구나. 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이 덜 답답한 법이지.
외근 시작합니다.
적들이 뭔가 기분이 좋아
한바탕
보이는
해볼까?
것 같아. 칼은 기분 나빠.
지발로 의뢰했다면
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이 덜 답답한 법이지.
아직 징수할 내역이 남았으니 쓱지는 마시게.
이런 것도 되죠. 편하게 가자고요.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요.
위험인물 발견. 제압할게.
적합한 조치였습니다.
대성공이야. 칼은 신나.
탈출 개체가
노래
정리되었습니다.
부를까?
조심하랬지?
탈출 개체가 정리되었습니다.
사건 속으로.
제가 괜히 먹을 것들을 사들고 오는 것이
한바탕 해볼까?
아닙니다, 딴테. 이런 보수적인 효과를 기대했었죠. 나라도 그렇게 했을 테지. 이만하면 훌륭하군.
적들이 흔들흔들. 기회
말했지?
아니야?
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Dad wanted to talk about a couple things, so, you know, what am I going to do? Fucking stream instead of talking to my father? That would be kind of a dick move. But, either way, looks like we're going up pretty well. I do want to get the tier 4 fusions done soon, because this is starting to drive me up a goddamn wall. But I have no clue what else to do there.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹었어.
Also, I think whenever it comes down to it, I'm going to, put back... Like, I'm gonna, in the post, put some timestamps for whenever certain things work. Like, beginning of this stream was a bit slow because I had to wait on an update, but this one, I'll also, you know, get it done. Thank you guys. Welcome back. So, we are absolutely busting through these fucking... all of them, frankly. Hasten 1 base power up. You can stack up to 3 times. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. So, already own that, so let's go with the highest level one. Let's see. Ooh, there we go. That is a tremor potency, and it's healing, which allows us to get rid of the phlebotomy pack. Every time I see the phlebotomy pack, my brain just immediately laughs, because it reminds me of a stand-up comedy thing. And the black guy up there is like, hey, you ever had someone say something, say a word that you don't know what the hell it means? And so, what I do there is I just look at them in the eyes and I look it up on Siri as to what in the hell was being said. Like this one time, a girl told me, it's like, yeah, I gotta go pick up my dad from the phlebotomist. And he looks up there and he goes, it's like, hey Siri, what's a dad? And I damn near fucking died laughing in my seat. That shit was hilarious. Fucking beautiful. All good, man. See you later, S7. Good shit, brother.
승객들, 뭔가 기분 좋은 일이라도 있었던 거야?
It is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, right? And, I haven't really done much on my channel for that, now that I think about it, but
대성공이야.
it's always an odd subject, right? Because most guys don't give a shit about their own mental health, so long as they're getting what they need to done. That's all they care about, right? But
우와, 카론도 깜짝.
it's just, I don't know. I've got my own experience with that. You are fine so long as you can get your job done. But even if you're not fine, you're going to get your job done, right? So many men attempt suicide and whatnot. It's genuinely sad to hear it.
한 방 먹었어.
But I hope everyone's doing well here. And if not, you know, I don't want to feed into the whole idea of a parasocial relationship, but know that at least one streamer has got your back on this one. I understand, and I hope you guys are doing well. Almost heard of lobotomy is this the Yes, it is. Lobotomy is lobotomy gave us lobotomies, right? Simple as that.
외근 시작합니다.
Oh man.
얼간이들이 흥겨워하는
직접 타도하지
How long have I been streaming? Now that I think about it. It's 11:30,
대성공이야.
12:30. We're about to be on like 2 hours of consecutive streaming. Shit, mate. Fucking time flies by.
최선의 방어를.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹었어.
Let's see. Tremor is always one of those where you need amplitude conversion to make it worthwhile, but it's rough to deal with, right? Because you need the IDs that can give amplitude conversion, but sometimes they aren't the ones that give the best count. And typically count is what you want to, you know, focus on. I'm doing well. I've got a good thing going on. The most I'll be is exhausted because I'm balancing a full work schedule with this YouTube channel and, you know, keeping up my social life. But I'm happy to do it, you know. It's genuinely enjoyable for me to produce content, and especially talking with the community. So, thank you guys, simply put. I'm really trying to work on the videos, though. I think the biggest issue is I tried to put myself at a weekly upload schedule far too early. So, I've been busting my balls trying to get good content, but I'm rushing it so much it's no longer even good, right? I'm going too fast. I should understand the gradual progression. You can't try to make it into linear scaling whenever it's going to be a gradual increase, or you can't go that fast. Typically, whenever YouTube is dealing with it, it's a logarithmic scale. You'll increase really fast, you'll taper out, and then eventually you'll plateau, right? Whereas I've been trying to go in for an exponential growth factor. Look, it's fine. I'm used to overworking myself, but I am realizing that if I do overwork myself, I produce worse content. And I don't want to do that, because you guys don't deserve that, right? It's a damn shame that I've been trying to rush the content out, because you guys are here for the good stuff, right? I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I've been producing the best of content lately. But I definitely don't want to continue having issues where it feels like I'm gypping you guys out of good stuff. So, I feel like the next video will be a lot of post-production type stuff, where I'm speaking after everything, and it'll be much more akin to my shorts. The shorts will be kind of that benchmark of, oh hey, look at what he's actually producing, right? And hopefully that will, that'll work out in the favor of the channel. Look, I know I can post whatever I feel like, but at the same time, there's a certain part of me that sits there and goes, man, whatever I produce should be as good as it can be, right? There's no reason for me to sit there and go, okay, this needs to be out by this time, or anything like that. No. It's fine if it takes a little bit longer, so long as it's good. It's always been a personal thing of mine, right? But, needless to say, it's not going to be me overworking myself anymore. Trust me. You don't gotta worry about that. Okay, so we have this one poise thing, but it's not the best. However, what can we increase? Ooh, yeah, absolutely. Ah, shoot. You know what? We will sell the one poise. Go over here, enhance gifts, and enhance the voodoo doll. Sure, that'll work. I know a lot of people are here for, you know, me as a person, but at the same time, it's a personal thing. It's a personal thing of, I like my work ethic to be shown through the product that I produce. I mean, it's not like I'm in any rush to get monetized anyways. I've got a full-time job and all. Look at all that trimmer. That is some good ass trimmer. I like that. I like seeing that trim. That's a nice boulder. You're at 99 trimmer? Let's fuck you up. Oh. Oh. Be still my beating heart. And that didn't do amplitude conversion? Oh, because I wasn't at it for the actual, you know, on Honglu. I keep forgetting about that. There we go. Chop chop. Should be staggered, and this should be the end of it. Mr. Beast late. I don't like Mr. Beast. I don't like his content because it's just, yes, I'm rich, so I'm playing with people's lives. It's philanthropy, don't get me wrong, which I appreciate the philanthropy, but I've always been of the mind where a good deed that gets something out of it is no longer a good deed. I don't know why I think of it that way, but that tends to be his content where I'm just like, it's not my thing. However, let me look up what you're talking about. Lose 100 pounds, win 250k. Interesting. So winning for working out? Is this floor 4? Okay, refresh here. Ooh, oh man, that's gonna take so long, but it'll be worth it. Oof. Okay, do we go? Yeah, we go into here. Try to help. So, what is it exactly nowadays that he does? Oh, I see what you mean. Huh. I know this sounds awful coming from me, but why does it look like the thumbnails are like AI generated though? I'm very confused about that. Comments of the— oh my gosh, are they talking about fat phobia there? Oh lord.
적들이 뭔가 기분이 좋아 보이는 것 같아. 카론 기분 나빠.
Coach Wall. Wow, okay. So, give me a bit of context on the matter of what exactly is going on. I see a lot of in loving memory of Coach Walls. Who exactly is Coach Wall in this situation? Because I am very uninformed on most of, if not all of that, right? Man, it feels like the stream delay is growing more and more as I stream. It's so weird. Like, it used to be like a couple seconds beforehand, but now it's like a full fucking 10 seconds behind. Maybe it does that over time, you know? But interesting. Okay, Tremor is doing well. It's fucking shit up. Ah, okay.
알아서 잘 피해야지.
일 처리는
You know, that's a noble goal. The biggest thing with having to help people lose weight is they have to want to lose weight as well. You can never quite help someone who doesn't want to be helped. And that's a rough thing that I've had to learn over the years, is if they don't want to be helped, you can't help them. Yeah. So losing his father than someone who was a father figure. I can definitely say I understand that, and that's rough. Sorry to hear that for whoever.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
I assume it was a self-inflicted mortality. I don't know how, well, suicide.
잘 됐다.
I don't know exactly what you can say on YouTube here. But yeah, this video is age restricted anyway, or this stream's age restricted anyways. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Oof. That is rough, honestly. I could not imagine what would happen if I lost my father. I don't think I would ever quite be the same. And that would tear me up. So, I understand. If not empathy, I can sympathize with the matter. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they wanted it not to be, you know, too out there. Frankly, I don't know anyone who would want that to be too out there, right? Cavernous Wailing. Nice. Let's go. Give me that tremor. Bonk. It's just the easiest way of getting tremor reverberation. The piss tremor is very strong. And I love the piss tremor, alright? Don't get me wrong. Piss tremor is probably best tremor. Except for maybe the burn one now. Well, no, I still think it's piss tremor, just due to the fact that piss tremor, piss tremor does damage only based off of that. Burn tremor also needs... Burn tremor absolutely needs both burn and tremor to work, although piss tremor needs just tremor. How many times did I fucking say tremor? Jesus. I command thee kneel, that's what... Oh, wait, nope. I command thee halt. Who said I command thee kneel? Oh, it's fucking Godfrey. Godfrey's in my goddamn head. God damn it, bear witness. Fucking courtroom, motherfucker. Bullshit. So, reverberation deals damage every time that you do a tremor burst, right? Every time tremor bursts, you deal damage equal to your tremor, not tremor count, but tremor potency. Burn tremor, whenever you do tremor burst, deals damage equal to tremor and burn potency divided by 2. So the sum of tremor and burn potency divided by 2. So it's just naturally better to only have to focus on one status rather than the other. Like this. If I was in Tremor Burn, it would only deal 14 damage because there's no burn on them. So then all you're operating off of is Tremor. The purple tremor, excuse me for the yawn. The purple tremor that is given by Mr. what is his name? Heathcliff. It's also pretty good. It's just, it's better than normal tremor, but it's not the best amplitude conversion, right? There are better amplitude conversions than just purple. So Piss Tremor is the one that deals the most damage, so obviously people will gravitate towards Piss Tremor, right? Let's see, any... I will take this, that is pretty damn good, for all things considered. Don't need you. You already discard. Don't need you, you're in the sidebar. Tremor. Silver watch case, perfect. Faded watch case, perfect. Truly. Okay, you get to metallic ringing. I will do this. And then, now here comes the unique fusions for this little bit. If I remember correctly, that should be perfectly fine to do. I wish you could see what it does, like, once you've discovered it. 5 skill 3s that inflict gain coin power +2 potency. Multiply the tremor ho fuck me sideways. That is some good shit. Damn. Yeah, the Heathcliff identity did get power crept heavily. And I don't know why. Well, I know why. It's just, it's not the best at anything. The reason I have him on this is because of this. Tremor count. And that's the big thing. If I find one that does better tremor count, but isn't like a 2-star that doesn't roll very well, I'll use it, right? Obviously, the next choice would be this, but one tremor burst, +2 count. It's a bit rough. Well, yeah, Time Killing Time was all based on tremor gifts. So, obviously, the ones that are there are going to be fan-fucking-tastic, right? Okay, piss off, game. So... we're gonna do this. Time to be saved. Okay, who has this one? Can you dodge? No, you cannot. Who can dodge here? Can no one fucking alright, fine. Okay. That's dumb. We're gonna power guard that. We're gonna hit him with 2. We're gonna hit him with this. And that should do just fine by doing that. Perfect. Were you about to say tremor? Yes, I'm sure I said something wrong, right? Fantastic. Beautiful. And this should deal damage to the 2 that I didn't attack, which is perfect. Bop. Bada bing bop. Pow. And Piss Tremor. Perfect. Okay. You're the Culprit is probably a really good one to go for. Here. Yes, I would like this because he has 17. I command the Halt is really good. We'll do this. We will do... ooh. That. And I'm going to Execution Sentencing this. Just to take care of it. Full on focus time represents getting him low enough to get him to the second phase. I agree. That's typically what... ooh. Wow, that was not great. But, actually it's probably best that that didn't go off, because then it would have reduced it to normal tremor. There we go. See, look at that, second phase. Okay, we have the Red Mist and White Knight. Okay, look, buddy. I appreciate that you're here. You know, I appreciate the person who is here. But what you represent, shit's fucked. Be gone, Satan. Hung Lu was really close to getting replaced. Yes. Yes, he was. But, you know, thankfully the Sinners are just based like that and do not care. Who are you attacking with it? Why can I not clash with the... Oh, unclashable. Man, I wonder why. That's fine. You know what I'm gonna do? I'll... Yes, this. Does this have multiple targets? No. So we will go with you. Perfect. Let's go. Hello, White Knight. How do you do? You Satan, you know, representer in the Project Moon universe. How you doing there, bud?
세상의 흔들림 같은 이렇게 터져버리죠.
You know, this is how I know you're lying to me, alright? There are no 4-star IDs yet. Oh god, whenever they release 4-star IDs, this entire game is gonna get power crept to hell. It's gonna be as bad as Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon, man.
승리를 위해서라면
Yeah, I don't trust you. I don't trust you or your hugs as, you know, the Plague Doctor.
그래. 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니
Oh no,
그런 맛이 나는군.
such a shame.
빠르게 하는 편이 덜 답답한 법이지.
Wow, that is terrifying. Okay, first of all, you go over here. You can go over here. Honglu. Why is it hopeless? Oh, 30. That's why. What about this? Look, yes, I am very sure about that, buddy. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate that you're part of the stream right now. But, just saying, don't trust you that much. Look, unless I'm number, like, 13, I think we're good. Because then I get everything that every guy wants, which is an honorable death saving everyone they care about, right? That's kind of... That's more than kind of based. That is just, in fact, based. Sure, we'll go with that. Surely this can't go wrong. Oh? Mr. High Roller over here. Let's go!
환상의 세계로 들어가 보죠.
In God's name, what trials did you choose? Yes. I chose trials.
대성공이야.
Yes, I like skateboards. I am real man. I like skateboards. Ah, fuck. I can't believe you've done this. I don't think I clicked a coin power +1, though. Also, this guy is just fantastically known for having such high coin skills, right? Also, let's be fair, he's been he's been time stopped. So after this term, we're just gonna, you know, obliterate Exodia level, you know. And mayhaps, perhaps, observe. Okay, that's 2 of the skulls. Unclashable. Yeah, I don't have anything. So, what we'll do is that. Go there. We'll go here. Go here. We will go there. Perfect.
위험인물 발견. 제압할 수
His tremor. Let's go.
호의가 번질러진 모양이지.
Wow.
우선순위를 잘
Gosh, Zwei Ishmael just makes me very happy. I don't know what it is about the Executioner's swords that just make me so unbelievably armed by them, right? But there is definitely something to be said about it.
제가 괜히 먹을 것들을 사들고 오는 것이
Any damage like other things I've seen, you know. Yeah, I agree.
부수적인 효과를
But, you know what we're gonna do? Dominating. How many? We have 3? Oh my lord, he's about to get wrecked. So we're gonna go there, and that will be our saving grace. Ooh, 7, huh? Who are you targeting with that? Of course you are. Why wouldn't you? Why would it? Look at all that text. Shame we only have 14 and it's not even that good. What about this? Dominating? Perfect. And that should be good, right? That should be fine. Ooh, thank goodness I have that one. Tier 4 ego gift. You know what's the crazy part? This is only floor 4, right? I'm pretty sure floor 5 is just going to be absolute cancer to the nth degree. And this should kill him. And there we go. C'est fini. A GG! Can't wait to go to the next shop, because then I can get the actual, the other, what do you call it? The other clock. Clash power +1. Okay, this gives clash power +1 and a bunch of extra damage. We're going with this. Well, have fun on your trip to Japan. Thank you for watching the stream, and I hope I'll see you next time. Pleasure having you, Red Mist. Or is that the Red Mist? Okay. Now we have... Oh, this will be... most piss-easy fucking boss. And, you know... I love Abnormal Seismic Zone. It's so easy. It makes me very happy. And have fun in Japan. Appreciated.
뭔가 기분이
한바탕
좋아
해볼까?
보이는
See you around, Red Mist.
칼은 기분 나빠.
Boom. Bop.
세상의 방언.
Bop.
그간의 전투
You know, I really hope you as well. Or a night. Have an amazing night for you.
대성공이야. 칼은 신나.
I think, unfortunately, this will probably be the last mirror run I do, because I still do have to do some cleaning up around the house.
한바탕 해볼까?
I'm not a absolute horrid person to my roommate, you know. Or at least I try not to be. Yeesh.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹었어.
But I will have to do a couple chores around here, so I think this will be the last one. But I want to make it pretty good, because I'm going to try and get a turn 1 kill on Mr. Fairy that we're coming up against.
나라도 그렇게 했어.
Bop, bop, bonk.
그 부위가 제일 거치적거릴
I really do love this Faust.
파우스트
탈출 개체 확인.
It's such a fun one, because I'm a big fan of blunt weaponry. I don't know what it is about it, just the armor negation. Typically, you know, you'll see that they'll have armor negation in games such as Skyrim, where Warhammers ignore a certain percentage of armor and whatnot. But something about just the crushing of certain things, just having a big fuck-off hammer that you can swing around and just bludgeon the shit out of everyone, it feels great, you know? Much better than piercing or slashing, in my opinion. Shame that a lot of things are actually resistant to blunt in this game. But I think they balance it out pretty easily on what is weak to slashing, what's weak to piercing, and what's weak to blunt.
승객들, 뭔가 기분 좋은 일이라도 있었던
Let's
것
go. Win rate button go burr.
좋아.
And there we go. Biovenom Vial for the win. Gosh, what a based character. Oh, now I get the perfect fucking healing thing for a Tremor team? Fuck off, game. Yeah. Carry luggage faster, dumbass. Let's get you fucked up.
잠깐만, 천천히.
Ooh, crack it, crack.
승객들,
Damn it. I have more crack in my body than an 80s black neighborhood.
한바탕 해볼까?
Thank you, CIA. I actually don't know anything about that. I don't give a shit. It's a funny joke. Not every funny joke has to have a deeper meaning.
이런 것도 되지.
There's 39 Tremor. Please. Plus coin drop is very nice here.
100초만 기다려줄게.
And we're gonna power guard that. Perfect.
부탁이요.
So we're currently tearing through this thing. Oh gosh, I still remember having to fight this damn thing in the refraction railway, and just how much health it had because I took my time and, you know, actually learned everything. Still got the sub 100 though, which I am very proud of. I think I've gotten that for every refraction railway.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
And funnily enough, refraction railway, I think it was 4 or 5? The one with the contempt all? Or the spiral? That one actually made me learn, oh hey, team building is very important in this game, so that one will always be a favorite of mine. You know, holy fuck, it's resistant to damn near everything, but if you stack enough fucking damage on it, or status on it, it just, you know, stops being an issue because you lower its resistance. I like that. What is everyone else's favorite refraction railway? Because I genuinely enjoyed,
좋아 보이는 것 같아.
I think it was
카론 기분 나빠.
한바탕
the latest refraction railway was very fun. I can't remember if that was refraction railway 3. Also, hello, I don't believe I've seen you around before. Pleasure to meet you. Welcome to the tavern.
그렇게 시원하게 쳐다니 보는 맛이 나는
But whenever it comes down to it, it's just,
편하게 가자.
대성공이야.
I liked the latest one. It was the easiest though. I did like the, oh hey, you choose like Mirror Dungeon, you give them a boost while you get a buff, right?
위험인물 발견.
Can't say too much about that.
승객이 딱콩 한
I wish it wasn't as easy as it was. It was so piss easy, and especially with the bleed teams that were available. I just fucking blew through it. I think I got like a sub 70 turn run. It was nothing to me, you know? My least favorite was the one that you had to keep going round and round and round and round. Mostly because it just got to the point where it's ridiculous. Huh. Yeah, 4 and 5. Those are the newer ones. Well, wait. No, I think I can kind of get what you mean. I hope they bring back the refracted railways. They are fun. Also, hello, Battle Toaster. It's good to see you again. How was your little break?
나쁘지 않은 성과입니다.
And don't think I missed that fucking solo leveling reference. Damn it. Yeah, I've been playing this game since playing this game? That's crazy. Playing this game since day 1. So even before it was released, I was like, finally a Project Moon game I can enjoy. Okay. I don't like the Pecatulums because they always just, you know, they just use their fucking ego gifts as like, oh, well, I can't clash against that. Have fun. They're just better than you. So eventually I just out DPS the hell out of them, and that's how I got through it. Yeah, I'm happy that they're adding old railways back. I hope they do refresh the rewards and whatnot, though, because otherwise I won't have a reason to do them, you know? I like that newer players get to experience the old content, but you still need something for the older players, right? And I think Kim Ji-hoon is going to get that right. Wait, so how exactly do they use egos then? Because maybe I just haven't read enough? Or are you talking about a lore perspective rather than gameplay?
100초만 기다려줄게.
But yeah, no, definitely enjoyed this game so much, and I'm so happy that it's taking off as well as it has. Now, I of course do have that thing of all of these new players just trying to corrupt the good Project Moon universe. And that's a personal thing of, I like things the way they are, and I prefer them to stay the same and change very minutely. But overall, no one's done anything too horrendous, right? Okay, let's see. Can I do something that would... Yes, I can! So this should help out. You built the DIY fusion reactor? Okay, no, you got it wrong. Somehow you built a fusion reactor, but you were supposed to build a fission reactor. That's what nuclear reactors are. Go back and try again. I'm sorry. You went too far. I hate to be that guy, but you gotta start over, buddy.
제압 완료.
그 부위가 제일 거치적거릴 것이라는
Look, I don't know how in the world you got that much, you know, energy input to go into fusion. Because you're in Poland, right? What do they have over there? I don't think they have nuclear energy. Well, it's Poland, so they're based enough to have nuclear energy. I don't know. It's an interesting one.
적합한 조치였습니다.
Gluttony advantage. We'll do gluttony then. Loses a bunch of SP and HP. However, this should be perfect.
나쁘지 않은 성과입니다.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. You went too far. I told you old fucking smoke detectors, and you went a bit too far. I don't know how you got there. Good for you, but it was the wrong assignment. I'm sorry.
부위가 조각났어. 계속해도 돼.
Look at that damage. I fucking love the T-Corp Don Quixote. It's so fun. Boop, boop. Yep, I have both of those. Ooh, perfect. Bambaleo. I already have that, so I'm not going to do it. But this gives me a... Ah, this is gonna suck. Let's go. Oh, perfect.
의뢰비 인상에 대해서 대화를 나눠볼
Now this is the first time you're going to see... Oh. Just get that. Just do this real quick. Now, heal center. Heal all of them just a little bit. And you know what? We're going to do it one more time. Just get the SP up. So I don't have to deal with that during the fight. Alright, it's fine. Okay. So what we're going to do, real quick, is we're going to fuse this and this to make... Oh, wait, I've never gotten this one? Interesting. Skill 3s, coin power 2. Yeah, skill 3s are going to be fucking insane now. Slowest fast, 3 slowest allies, yep. So we do this, and we hit it with this. It should give a 3-star guaranteed? Oh, yeah. Why am I not surprised? There we go. Yeah! And now, we should use the rest of this to upgrade this bad boy. Perfect. Alright, now I think we need Blunt on the stack. I've been watching way too much Magic the Gathering content. I love the game, I just hate that I have to pay so much into it to get anything out of it, you know? Take that. Should be good. Higher rank egos to use if they can, so like Yisung had a crow's eyes view. Wishing if you just use yeah. Two egos decided by your deployment order. Interesting. Okay. So you can kind of force them to use certain things, certain egos, right? That's interesting. No, I did not know that. Thank you for informing me on that one. That's good enough for me. Let's get through this. Floor 5. Beat up the fairy guy. Now, I think the next stream I do of this game will be going through all of Chapter 8. Because I've only done the first part of it. And I really want to, you know, claim the rewards from the Battle Pass. But they have a spoiler, so I'm going to wait for a bit on that one. Lack of resources, they'll be skipped over. So oh, so you can choose which one. So you can artificially modify which one gets used, right? So you try to burn through their ego resources so that they can't use anything else. Interesting. Well, that's crazy. See, this is what I like about streaming this. I don't know these things because I'm not going to go that far in depth in the game. But now that I know that, I can kind of manipulate it whenever I need to, right? It's manipulation of RNG. Much appreciated. I wonder how much damage this is just going to do to this guy. The answer is yes. I am doing yes damage to this guy. Fantastic. So we enter parallel superposition. We get this. That and that. That'll work. And then what we do is we forfeit, because there is no benefit to carrying on, unfortunately. It's a damn shame. But let's see our progress real quick. So we should be at like 40 out of 50 clears now. No, we're not gonna get that. Drive your dungeons achievements, achievement list, clears. We need 11 left. So that'll be interesting. But thank you all for joining the stream. I appreciate everyone. I'm gonna stay around for a little bit to say goodbye, of course. But yeah, I'm gonna try and do like 2 streams a week. If I can't, I'll do 1. But predominantly on the weekend, or maybe on a weekday if I'm feeling great about it. So thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Well, of course, you know, after a little bit. Okay, yeah, remember, not fusion, it's fission. Fission is what you need, Battle Toaster. Just remember that. Alright. Kaizen. Kaizen? I'm gonna call you Kaizen. Pleasure seeing you. Welcome to the tavern. and I will see you around. Okay, so 11 more mirror dungeon runs. There you go. Fission. That's what you need to plug into ChatGPT to get the information. Surely that won't put you on some list. Bye-bye. And here we go. See you around, everybody.